Hello boys and girls and YouTubers. This is a bit of show and tell on my new server. I've got a Dell T320. It's not the most fastest machine in the world, however it's very capable and it's got quite a considerable amount of storage. It's currently running Plex and Jellyfin. The reason I'm running two players is Jellyfin's a little bit particular on file formats, and Plex isn't. You can play pretty much anything. However, Plex needs an online Google account in order to access it, which is not super brilliant, really, in my opinion. You should have option to access it any way you wish. However, with Jellyfin, you can just access it like a normal machine on your network. Via HTTP, and you don't need any online accounts. So they both have the plus or minuses. This is my T30. It's a picture at the minute, obviously, because what I will do in a second is remote desktop to it, so I can go over the specs. It just makes life easier for recording purposes. So here's my machine. Looks exactly the same. It's either rack mountable or you can stand it on its normal tower in the tower configuration. I've currently got mine in a rack mount configuration, which is on its side. The Dell logo you can spin round so it faces the correct way. Right, so no ado. We'll remote desktop to my server. It's called backup server, obviously, because that's primarily what it is. I've got all my machines on my network backing up to it. We are currently in my machine. We'll go to Task Manager and Performance. As you can see, we have 96 gigabytes of RAM, which is, considering what my machine does, is a massive overkill, but it's best to overdo it than underdo it, in my opinion. As you can see, I have 12.7 terabytes worth of storage, which is not too shabby at all. It's currently running on the USB scan disk on USB, because it's never a good idea to have Windows installation on your storage array. So basically what I've done is use Win2Go through Rufus and copied it to my USB stick and got it booting off that. I was going to use EXI, but it didn't really play well with what configuration I had in mind. So it's not too bad, really. Oops, while I'm here, I may as well do the CPU. I forgot. It's a E5 1410 2.8. It turbos to 3 GHz, which is nice. It's 4 cores, 8 threads, which is plenty powerful for what I need. It's one CPU, but like I said, for what I use it for, it's more than capable. So I've got no complaints at all. As you can see, I've got Windows booting on a USB. That is part of the UEFI boot petition. It's fine. Also, that's also on the USB, obviously. That's my other server on my network shares. So that's only 1.8 terabytes, but that's just my other media server. This is my main machine. So it's just got Windows backup images. So basically all I use this machine for is backup. I've got all my machines on the network to just basically clone themselves to the server. I set it to like once a month, and I've got about 5 machines and they'll just automatically clone and back up to the server, which is nice. That's basically it, really. The whole I've got running VM obviously on here as well, with Kali and various other bits and pieces, so I can just rub SSH into it. The machine I got for about 80 £30 I think it was. It's about $100 off eBay. It didn't come with any storage, so I'm not sure if it's expensive or not, but I paid about another £80 for the storage, which is essentially 8 drives, which is not too bad. I've got in a RAID 5. It's plenty fast enough for what I need. I'm more than capable, and the beauty of the server as well, it doesn't just use a lot of power, which is obviously an issue at the minute given the energy crisis. It uses around 100 watts, which isn't too bad at all. Considering my previous server, which is a 380 Gen 8 HP, that's tops at 100 and anyway, between 114 to 180 watts just on idle. So nah, I'll give it a miss, thank you. So I've sold that machine and gone with the Dell. It does have the enterprise license for the DRAC, which is Dell's remote access. It's a bit like ILO for Dell, for HP, but it's the Dell version. It's pretty much the exact same principle, really. Remote management. Anyway, that's it. It's short and sweet. If you like my material, then like and subscribe. If you don't, then give a thumbs down, whatever. Can't please everyone. Adios, amigos, and I'll catch you on the flip flop.